Welcome back, everybody. We have a consolidation box set up here on a 30-minute chart. Now that's Tesla. Let's pull that out to the daily. Now we can see how we're able to chart this, and we can see these consolidations here, okay? Now, we also have our cumulative overnight volume, but it's a daily study, so we've changed our aggregation time. All right, so I've changed it. Let's see, where did we have to change that? I went through here and changed something, that way it was able to catch, a different type of signal there. But anyway, all right, and let's get our Darvis box. All right, so now we can see how our Darvis box plays along inside of our consolidation, okay? And we can see that it gives us a little label window up here, kind of like a target. Yeah, just something to go by. Okay, nice bull flag right there. I like that signal. And shot up. Okay, this overnight volume on the 4-hour chart, it makes it a bit choppy here, but let's take it down to the 15-minute chart, and here we go. Now we can see our, full day of trading. We can see our, open and our close, and we can see, how it did, how it was traded in the after hours, okay? Not sure why we have this gap under here, but either way. And we can't zoom out there. But I've noticed that this consolidation box setup does catch a lot of, let's call it, dark pool action. So keep that in mind. Let's see. See, this is saying go short on Palantir, which here recently it would have been, but looks like it's hitting the bottom right now. So let's hope this is the way for it to go. Looks like it is opening up in the green. Let's check our market watch. Some of them are coming back to life. The last good signal here in Palantir, that was a nice signal. This was a nice signal. Down, 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 down. Okay, so we're looking for an up signal anytime now. Let's check the 4-hour chart. See what we have for our consolidation box. All of this had to be a group effort per se. Okay. And of course, with your overnight volume down in the bottom, we can track that, and when it starts to become above average, we can start looking for moves. Okay. All right, so along with our overnight volume, we can also start looking at, say, your market sentiment. All right. So if you have a market sentiment that's rising and an overnight volume that's increasing, then you've got possibly a very good chance for a move. All right. Let's see here. And see. Average, 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 huge overnight, Darvis bull flag, explosion in price. Consolidation, continued run. Excellent. All right, so let's pull up our market sentiment scan here. Our market senti on the daily. All right, AMC, CAN, and VIA-C. Now, I said anything Viacom. I called Viacom out a couple weeks ago. They're dropping, but anything Viacom would have been a good buy up until, I guess recently. But it was a while ago I called out Viacom. So probably around this bull flag or this bull flag. Okay. So what's happening here? Okay. And big volume coming in. Okay. So we are seeing some players here this morning. Let's pull out level 2. It's busier than normal. No, that's busier than normal. And that's busier than normal. Okay. See, normally there's only 1 and 1. There's not this many makers in here this early in the morning, okay? See, the amount of shares that they trade, this is, yeah, anyway. Look at that. Make sure you're paying attention to your level 2 early in the morning. And look for the particular stocks where people are stacking up in the level 2, where they're just, they're ready, they're waiting, it's populated. Okay, so your market senti on the daily, that gives us a couple stocks. Let's drop it down to the 4-hour then. All right. Looks like we get the same couple stocks and a couple more then. Okay. So these are some of those market sentiment stocks, all right? Now we'll keep our market sentiment scan here. And we're just going to add in a piece that gives overnight volume, all right? Okay, we don't want to know about that. Let's delete that. All right, now the market sentiment scan, that was above 19, so that's market sentiment is greater than the value of 19 within 1 bars, and then we'll add another condition, and that is over cumulative overnight volume, let's say daily, and we want to say cumulative overnight volume, average overnight volume. And let's go back here. See what the other cumulative overnight volume and average overnight. Okay, so in trading hours in session, let's use the other study here, and let's just say the cumulative overnight volume is greater than the average overnight volume. Okay. And we're going to hit save. And we're going to hit OK. Hit OK. And let's hit scan. And I do want to test this piece here and make sure that it's right. Why won't it do that? Let's see if there are any results. No matching results. Come to our editor. Let's see. Is greater than. Yeah, let's take this piece and see if we can find. Okay. And what we are looking for is to make sure. Yeah, we're going to have to fix some stuff. That we are finding when our overnight volume and let's just get rid of our consolidation box for right now. And we're looking for when our overnight volume exceeds, you know, the average, okay? All right. So you got cumulative above and average. Okay. And let's see what we need to fix in here. That may not work at all. Delete, delete. Let's see, cumulative overnight volume. Say crosses above or is greater than. The average. And see if anything shows up. Nothing. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's try a 15-minute scan. There we go. And since a 15-minute chart recognizes overnight volume, and the 1-hour chart does too. Okay. So it still may be a similar study. We'll have to go in and change some things if it lights up red again. Let's take our cap lock off. I've had that on forever. And this is the overnight lower plot scan, because we might need this to build a watch list. If it works, then our watch list is correct, and we don't need to do anything else. All right. Let's back out here. And when our overnight volume is greater than our average bar here, we get a spike, okay? Now, I've got another study that does that, and let's see, that's what the other cumulative overnight volume study. Okay. Of course, now that's in the volume spot. Interesting. There must be another study I'm missing somewhere. Anyhow, now we have it. So every time that it's greater than the volume, we get a spike in this line. Okay, we don't need to have this full volume bar thrown up there for us to for it to show up on a list for us to pay attention to it. All right. Now let's pull this out to a daily and see if we can see any info. Not particularly. How about Tesla? No. All right, 4 hour. Now the 4 hour we can see some info, and we get all of these big spikes. Now let's pull this down to the lower chart. Okay. So moving along, greater than the average, we get a spike. And at that time, when we do get that spike, there's a Darvas breakout. So that's another confirmation tool we can use. Okay. And let's see if we start to get spikes in these when it's bearish as well. Okay, so this particular indicator is not going to work in a bullish bearish style. This indicator is going to work in the way that when it does produce a signal, it means that a move is likely to happen, similar to our blast off scanner. So we can come over into our watch list if you have the blast off scanner. If you don't, make sure you go over to the usethinkscript.com and grab it. Okay, where is that sucker at? Here we go. And yeah. And I think I've got this one set for the S&P. Okay, and the only thing on it is the IEX. Okay, and we do see we get some movement here, and then price moves. Movement here, price moves. Signals. I mean, price is still kind of consolidated there now. Not the best moves. Okay. A little spike here on Wednesday. Big move down. All right. And let's check our other chart. After the move down, price bounced back up. Let's see if there's another blast off scanner we can find. Guess if we want to trade some futures. Okay. You could use this to trade some E-minis. Looks like that was a valid signal. It kind of looks like the Darvas box trades well on these E-mini futures. It sure does. Darvas box strategy on these E-minis, or maybe even a Renko bar. Let's see if I can pull it up. $100 100 tick bar for 5 days. Let's do 30 days. There we go. Then when we see our bigger than average, oh, did you see how it changed real quick? That way we couldn't see that bar. Kind of hid from us. But anyway, I can see it poking up there. All right, now let's change this to 90 days. All right. Now we can see the stages of the market. And greater than overnight volume today. I like how this indicator catches it, but it doesn't show up here. Okay, very good. And a nice bull flag indicator right there. Hit its high, pushed back. Some support there. Fake out. That's why I don't always trust the down signals. Okay. Let's see what's on the Arun bullish. Anything else that we've seen on our other lists? No, I'm not noticing anything. American Tower Corporation. Okay. Look at that big curve. Wow. And it's probably going to curve up and curve over. And, you know, they just have this natural, you know, wave to them. Let's see what else. A death cross on the daily or weekly, that could be important. Make sure we're not walking into a trap. Looks like the popular ones are getting hit today. Yeah. And no death cross, so. There's some stupid buy signals on the weekly. Meaning that never mind, I'm not going to go there. But anyhow, good signals. Check them out. All for yourself, of course. Do your own due diligence, but I am always here, so. Come over to the Facebook group. I'd like to see that grow. Get a couple more members in there. Yeah, of course. Now I've got to check a couple out. Big bull flag there. Excellent. And that's why, you know, these have some very good clean trading. I like the way they trade. Very good. That's a bit overbought. That's probably a little undervalued. Recent low. I'd be watching that one. Yeah, it's a bit over, but... And Adobe. Adobe's a pretty popular stock right now. All right, so get out there, make some money, and we'll catch you in the next video.